In this tutorial, we will walk you through the basics of working with video in Blender's timeline. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have a good understanding of how to import, manipulate, and control your video clips. Let's get started. The first step is to locate the required video in your system and import it. This can be done using two options. First option is using the Add option on Sequencer pane and then clicking on Movie to import the file. Second option is to go to the File browser pane and locate the required file and drag it directly onto the timeline. Once you have found your video, simply add the video to timeline pane. You can place it on any available channel. Notice that when you drag the video onto the timeline, it transforms into both a video and audio strip. You can change the timeline from where the video and audio starts in this timeline pane. You can also use the blue vertical cursor, which is called as the playhead, to view through various frames in the video. Towards the right of the timeline pane, you'll see three small windows: the current frame window, the first frame window, and the final frame window, which are indicated by start and end. To control where your video starts and ends, you can change the values in these windows. Click inside each window and input new values. The current frame window determines where your video plays from, the first frame window sets the starting position, and the final frame window defines the ending position. To ensure your video starts from the beginning, drag both the audio and video strips to the 0th frame. Below the sequencer pane and above the timeline pane, you'll find a horizontal slider. Try dragging one of its endpoints to make it smaller and then stretch it to make it larger. Observe the expansion and contraction in the sequencer pane accordingly. You may also expand and contract the view of timeline by scrolling the scroll wheel on your mouse. Press the play button on timeline pane or simply press space key to see how your video plays. You'll notice it currently plays only up to a certain frame and then loops back to frame 1. Take note of the number displayed after the name of the video strip. This represents the total number of frames in your video. Set the value in the final frame window to be at least equal to or greater than this number. Press the play button again, and this time, you'll see your video play all the way to the end before looping back to frame 1. As can be seen by observing the current frame box, we can come to a conclusion that a video is nothing but a collection of multiple frames which run one by one at a certain speed. Lastly, select the video and audio strips individually and explore the differences in the options available in the Strips tab. You'll notice that these options allow you to manipulate and enhance your clips further. Congratulations! You have now learned the basics of importing, adjusting, and controlling video clips in Blender's timeline.